A counterculture is defined as a subculture whose values and norms of behavior differ substantially from those of the mainstream society. Often, in the opposition to the mainstream cultural mores and the counterculture, movement expresses the ethos and aspirations of a specific population during a well-defined era. In the mid-1960s, a never before seen counterculture blossomed throughout the United States, inciting both flower power movement and as well as the general revolution of more straight-laced ward cleaver-esque Americans no longer wanted to keep up with the Joneses or confine themselves to white picket fence quarrels of repressive and sexual norms. These fresh-faced masses would soon become known as hippies. Originally taken from hipster, the term hippie was used to describe beatniks who found their technicolor in the Haight-Ashbury district of San Francisco. Children of the road who believed they should make love, not war. Their vocal opposition to the United States' involvement in the Vietnam War, 1955 to 1975, and the increasingly rocky road to shared civil rights among the Americans led to this new alternative form of activism. To give physical meaning to one's poet's visions, hippies cloaked themselves in florals, fabrics, and would dole flowers out to both the public and soldiers alike. Through this, they became known as flower children, singing and smiling activists who used props to turn anti-war rallies to guerrilla street theater across the United States. Hippies created their own communities, leaded to the psychedelic music, embraced the sexual revolution, and used drugs such as cannabis, LSD, peyote, mushrooms to explore alternate states of consciousness. Nonetheless, drugs were at the Woodstock, including all the good ones, such as marijuana, cocaine, hashish, LSD, reds, uppers, downers, and heroin. And of course, there was booze, wines, and beers and such. In addition, the media covered the Monterey Pop Festivals, felicitated the Summer of Love even further as a large numbers of the fledgling hippies headed to San Francisco to hear their favorite bands such as Who, Grateful Dead, The Animals, Jeffersons, Airplane, Quicksilver, and more. Woodstock, another event, was so successful, drawing 400,000 people that two more Woodstock festivals were held in 1994 and 1999. It was held at the Max Yeagers of White Lake in the town of Bethel, New York, from August 15th to the 18th in 1969. Bethel in the civilian county. And it was basically a huge highlight of the hippie culture. But by the mid-1970s, the hippie movement began to slow. After all, the United States was out of Vietnam, civil rights had at least formally been acquired, and, well, the yuppies had arrived. Young urban professionals who wanted to make a career for themselves began to occupy more national attention, and thus the social libertarianism of hippies took on a more symbolic role. The following segment provides a brief glimpse into the hippie culture. Welcome to the Channel Daily News with our sponsor, Savage. Today we're going to have a real hippie. Speaking about hippies, we have a young girl named Crystal Basil.
It's Basil, dude.
Anyways, Crystal Basil, everyone.
You're the first cat to call me Basil, man.
So anyway, Basil, where are you from?
Basil. But you know, man, we're all on the same earth. Why does it even matter, man? But shout out to my pal Rainbow on the West Coast.
Alright. The first question society is dying to know. Who are the hippies and what exactly are you guys trying to accomplish?
If you want to put it in the establishment's words, we're a youth group.
Groovy, man.
Nah, brother. Nah, you're part of the establishment.
Okay then. On to the next question. So what's the deal with all the drugs?
Mood enhancers. Man, they take us to another dimension and allows us to explore other worlds and find out what life really is.
Well, I'm gonna make my own youth movement. Hugs, not drugs, am I right?
Dude, don't you have to be young to start a youth movement?
I thought you hippies were supposed to be nice. Are you kidding me? Could you not? Where are your manners? Anyway, Basil, on to the next question.
Alright, you're really bugging me out you coconut. Next time you call me Basil, I'm gonna have to make tracks on your face.
Oh, how did this, hippie movement all begin?
Well, man, there's just so much war and hate, and the world is just so generic. And when the Vietnam War started, man, we just had it. Make love, not war, dudes.
Oh, all right then. So,
time for my daily pulse
would you
and
like some
snack.
water? Basil, no!
Alright, punk, that wasn't slick. You're lucky I make love, not war.
Hey, yo, Freddy, go to the park and find me a new hippie to interview. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I got a new hippie, and her name is Mary Juanita.
Hola, dudes!
So, where you from, Mary Juanita?
I'm from groovy Guadalajara, dude!
Sounds interesting. So, I heard you were one of the 400,000 hippies that attended Woodstock Music and Art Festival. Am I correct?
Well, Cat, there's even more words to describe paradise, man. Kumbaya. And Brother Jimi Hendrix and old man Santana. It was far out. Never felt so free in my life.
Alright, great answer. So what's the deal with all the counterculture?
The establishment believes in racism, and we believe everyone is family, dude. And we basically want what the establishment doesn't want, which is love. Make love, not war.
Alright, fast forward into 2016 for the pop culture. Get it right and you win a brownie. What aspects of the hippie culture can we see in the modern day? Is it A, Super Mario, B, Scooby-Doo, C, Coachella, or D, all of the above? Or E, both A and B? Next time
Thank you.
here
Join us
on Channel